Bhíoh maireann ina cheann, agus uaireanta bhíohse go spadánta sin, go mbíodh leabhúideach seampéine óil, chun fuinneamh éige na chur an hain. So, le tamil anuas means for a while. Literally means something like with a while coming down. I guess the idea means you're climbing your way through life. Or so it's been a while of climbing that you've been doing. So, and this time has been coming down on you. Okay? I don't know. Le tamil anuas. And before we kind of go on, I'll give a couple examples of that, and that is sentences A and B. So you can say, I've been here for a week. You say, Tame and show le shachtin anuas. So I am here for a week. Le shachtin anuas. Shachtin's a week. Okay, so use the word le, which literally means like with, the time period that you have, and anuas, which literally means from above, or down from above. So. And if you want to say I had been there for a week, you say Vime and Shin le shachtin anuas. Okay? Vime and Shin le shachtin anuas. And you can say le blian anuas for a year, or le blian anuas.
So anuas can be used like that?
Yeah, it's just the combination of le and anuas is what you use to say for how long something has been happening. Okay? Alright? So, and tamil just means for a while. So le tamil anuas, for a while it's been. Viach Mairon in a chian. So there was dizziness in his head, or there has been. Viach is like we had the word heach above. It means it has been habitually something that's been repeatedly happening to him. That there has been dizziness in his head, or he has been dizzy. I guess urenta is sometimes. Viach he was, or he again is a regular thing. Hospadanta shin, so lethargic. Okay? Tired, lazy, whatever you want to say, lethargic, okay? Spadanta. Shin. A lot of times if you want to say you were so something, you say ho, which means so, whatever it is that you are in the word shin. So if it was so cold, you would say ho fur shin, or so hot, ho che shin. Okay? Ho spadanta shin, so lethargic. Gomiach that he had to, in other words, that it was on him. It was one of the ways to say to have to do something, for something to be on you. Gomiach la vujel champagne all, a half bottle of champagne to drink. Okay? Hun, in order, funyav egen, some energy, a chur on hain, to put into himself. On is in him, and hain is self. Okay.
And a half a bottle of champagne is going to give him energy? That's an interesting person.
This champagne doesn't really make you tired as other things. I think it's the bubbliness or something. I think it makes you drunk. But it doesn't maybe it takes his headache away or something like that.
He's so drunk he thinks he's happy.
Yeah, but okay. So the expression Myron. You have to get Myra. Myra spelled it, my son, maybe not. Myron is dizziness. So, again, to show the differences, the expression is used here, viach Myron in a chian, which is talking about it being a regular thing. So, if you just want to say right now his head is dizzy or he's dizzy, you say ta Myron in a chian. So you might say he's dizzy tonight. Ta Myron in a chian a nocht. Okay. So there's dizziness in his head tonight. Now, if you want to say that he's dizzy every night, you say Bien Mairon in a chian gach icha. Okay, so the word bien is the word that says that something is a regular occurrence. Bien. Okay? Kind of like we had the word ten for he goes somewhere regularly. Bien is something regularly is. Now, if you want to say he was dizzy last night, you say Vi Mairon in a chian rare. So the word V was, so there was dizziness in his head. Okay? And the word that's used up above in the sentence is this one, viach. So viach Mairon in a chian gach icha. So there was dizziness in his head every night, so there was a thing that happened repeatedly. Okay? So the difference between V and viach, V says what happened one time last night for example, and viach was talking about what happened every night or repeatedly. And the same is true. Talks about how something is right now. Bien talks about how things regularly occur. Okay, and it's parallel to what we had up in sentence 3, A, B, C, and D. It was Cúig is went, Heach used to go, Ta is, and Tean goes. Okay.
Is that Gomia past subjunctive? Gomia?
No.
No?
Where you actually Gomiach?
Gomia erla.
It's the past.
Subjunctive would be.
Yeah, I guess it could be. They don't really use the subjunctive now, though. So the past subjunctive. So it's and you can't really tell always. Okay.
What else?
Yeah,
You mean it's the imperfect now?
it's the past imperfect. Okay. All right. So the Tamil anuas viach myron in a chian.
The Tamil anuas viach myron in a chian.
Agus uranta viach shir hospadanta shin.
Agus uranta viach shir hospadanta shin.
Gomiach lavwidjo champagne all.
Gomia which champagne na ol.
Chun funja vegan a chur an hain.
Confunya vegan na kuram.
Okay, long sentence. All right. Let's go on to Lachnach tree. Okay. So, number 7. Rishalesh gerhordo glaka le korla vani brochain agus kurcha hurt vochtur. So it occurred to him that he ought to take Mrs. O'Brolkin's advice and visit a doctor. First of all, the expression rishalesh means it occurred to him. That's what we talked about before. So a couple examples of that. Say it was wet. Vishefloch. If it occurred to me that it was wet, Rishalom Gorev Shifloch. So it literally sounded like it ran with me that it was wet. So Rishalom. And in the negative of that, it wasn't wet. Ni Rev Shifloch. And it occurred to me that it wasn't wet. Rishalom Nach Rev Shifloch. Okay. So.
What's the difference between, like, you use Rev and B in Rev and C, but you use V and A?
Okay. Okay, the word V basically just means was, okay? The combination Nirev means wasn't. Okay? The words go rev means that was. Yeah. Okay, not in Goramahaga, but like when you have it in the middle of a sentence like this. And nachrev that wasn't. Okay? So, yeah, nachrev. Okay? So, Vishafak, it was wet, but Rish Shalom, it occurred to me, Go Rev Shafak, that was it wet. Go Rev, okay? So whenever you say Rish Shalom, you're going to have some form of go, or the negative nach there, okay? And that's the Irish equivalent of the word that, okay? That it was wet, okay? Yeah, and you, particularly with this where you find revs showing up in different places, but it's really ni rev together is what means wasn't. Okay. All right. So Rish Shalesh, it occurred to him, Gur Chordo Glaka Le Korleveni Vrolpine. Okay. Gur is a combination of go plus is. Sorry, actually, or go plus ba in this case. The word to say I should do something bachordom, it would be right for me. Bachordom. Go plus ba becomes gur, and that means that it would be right for me. Gur hordo, or gur hordo, that would be right for him, or that he ought to. Okay. So if you want to just say, if you just want to say he ought to do it, you would say ba he ought to accept ba chor do glaka le. It would be, ba means would be, or right, so would be right, do for him, and would be right for him, or he ought to accept the advice. Okay? And Rishalesh gur kordo is it occurred to him that it would be right for him. Okay? And so gur is that would be. Okay? Rishalesh gur kordo, that would be right for him. Glaka le korle, to accept the advice, Korle's advice. Van Ivrolheim, of Mrs. Obrolkan. Agus and Court